Hello and welcome to this week's edition of ICN. I'm Austin Hensley. Do you know a dedicated volunteer who deserves a chance to win $1,000 for their organization? If so, we'll show you how. But first, if you're tuning in for the first time, we have added a new segment at the top of every show where we pay tribute to our favorite TV opens. This week's open was produced, shot, and edited by broadcasting student Aldo Serrani. See if you recognize this week's open. A little over 10 days ago, we witnessed one of the greatest championship games in sports history. The New England Patriots came back from a 25-point deficit to overcome the Atlanta Falcons 34-28 in an epic finish. The win marks the 5th Super Bowl championship for the Patriots. With the game living up to its projected hype, we asked students around campus if the commercials did too and what their favorite commercial was.
So what was your favorite Super Bowl commercial?
My favorite commercial would have to be the Kia one with Melissa McCarthy, how she saved the animals and all the scenes and stuff. It was hilarious.
My favorite Super Bowl commercial was the Life Water commercial, where when it started raining, it looked like it was painting the city.
My favorite Super Bowl commercial was the one with Melissa McCarthy for the Kia commercial.
My favorite Super Bowl commercial was the one with the avocados from Mexico.
The Audi commercial where the little girl was riding in I think like a soapbox derby car, and her dad talked about the value of women versus men.
Pell Payday is right around the corner. Christian Gold has all the details.
Hi, I'm Christian Gold with a look at what's going on around campus this week. The Golden Leaf Scholarship for spring is now available. To qualify, you must have a current FAFSA application on file, be enrolled in a degree program, and be in good academic standing. The deadline is March 3rd. For more information, contact Financial Aid or visit them online. Financial Aid Disbursement Day is Friday, February 24th. The location will be announced next week, so keep an eye on your student email. Time is running out to submit your work for Isothermal's literary magazine. Email inurin@isothermal.edu for more information. The deadline to apply for spring graduation is Friday, March the 3rd. Pick up your application in Student Services located in the Student Center. And that's a look at what's going on around campus this week. For ICN, I'm Christian Gold. Back to you, Austin.
Are you or someone you know a volunteer who deserves recognition? Volunteer Rutherford has begun a search for the county's top volunteer. The winner will be awarded with a $1,000 donation to any agency he or she helps most. Nominations are due by 5 p.m. Friday, March 10th. Forms are available at Habitat Restore, 686 West Main Street, Forest City, and at all public libraries in the county. For an online application, call 248-3431 or email Cynthia Robbins at ncsu.edu.
That's right.
Have you received the flu shot this season? If not, make sure you do. This flu season has already been a deadly one, with the virus already claiming the life of one child in western North Carolina. To obtain a flu shot, visit the health department on Callahan-Coon Road in Spindale, Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Appointments are not necessary. Do you consider yourself artistic and creative? Then this week's program Spotlight might be something to consider.
That's right. The Advertising and Graphic Design program at ICC teaches students the necessary skills and software needed for a career in graphic arts. This hands-on curriculum will prepare you for jobs in illustration, product design, photography, and web page development. The classes are project-driven, utilizing Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign. A certificate can be obtained in just 2 semesters. For more information about this and other programs offered here at ICC, visit isothermal.edu.
In other news, Tanner, one of the county's longtime textile industries, has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The company is planning to remain in business after restructuring its debt. No change to the current operations or their employees is expected. Tanner recently closed its downtown retail store in Rutherfordton. The Axe Club is sponsoring a drive for veterans the entire month of February. Drop-off sites for the donations include the Writing Center Library, Applied Sciences Hall, Student Services, and Lisa Courtney's office, and Learning and Retention Support. Items of interest are toothbrushes, toothpaste, body wash, and more. Are you tired of the mainstream music and looking for something with a regional flair? Stuart Luckadoo has more on a local radio station that has taken listeners of Power Radio by storm.
For over 20 years, WNCW has been a staple for listener power radio in western North Carolina. Broadcasting at 17,000 watts, their format includes country, rock, blues, and their favorite, folk. They have live recordings in Studio B. I recently sat down with a few of their DJs to talk about what makes WNCW a powerhouse in the region and as well around the world.
I came to WNCW in 2001 when they had a job opening that was just right up my alley for the work I'd been doing for public radio stations out in California and Oregon. It was a perfect blend of the different styles I like, of Americana and rock and various roots music styles, and being here in the land of bluegrass and Appalachian old-time music, it was just a perfect opening for me to jump on, and they hired me.
So how's the music scene different here versus out west from where you came?
Out here, there's more of a roots music scene that's been around for a lot longer since the East Coast has been settled in another 100 or 200 more years. So the music scene out west, there's a roots music scene, but it's a little looser and it's just not as rich and historic or genuine, you could say. Although it's a lot of fun and there's some really neat styles of music happening out there as well. But here it's a little more traditional in bluegrass and old time, and in the Piedmont blues too.
So what are some of your most memorable moments here at WNCW?
You know, I guess there's good and bad, right? Memorable moments. Truly, so much of the joy comes out of the music and the interactions that spring from that, whether it's working with the recording artist or if it's being able to take part in festivals, or really just getting down to the wonderful one-on-one relationships that develop with so much of the WNCW listening audience. You run into people all the time, and conversations erupt about what folks are listening to and the merits of certain music, and really it's the generation of community that comes out of such a resource as WNCW that's been the greatest pleasure.
For ICN News, I'm Stuart Luckadoo.
Are you in the mood for some wine and art? Catherine Pruitt has the perfect fun evening for you.
If you are looking for something to do next week, here are a few ideas. Bring out your inner artist with the Twisted Pair in Forest City. Every week, the Twisted Pair turns into the Twisted Palette. An instructor will lead you through every step of the way while you eat, drink, and paint. Visit thetwistedpair.net for upcoming sessions and registration information. The Foundation Performing Arts Center welcomes the Drifters Friday, March 10th. There Goes My Baby, Dance With Me, Stand By Me, and the list of hits go on and on. Their classic tune, Under the Boardwalk, is the most played R&B record of all time. Grab your tickets by visiting foundationshows.org, and those are just a few of the activities going on next week in our area. For ICN, I'm Catherine Pruitt. Back to you, Austin.
Thank you for watching this edition of ICN. Be sure to tune in next week for the latest edition. I'm Austin Hensley, and from all of us in the broadcasting department, have a great day.